Okay, for 792, clearly you can graph better on graph paper, but I'll show you the technique that you should be using. And again, you would be using, oh, that's really bad. You should be using a straight edge, right? Again, I'm going to get this as close as I can. So here's the approach. First things first, we look. This is in slope-intercept form. So we know that this is the b, which is the y-intercept. So I know that the point goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Goes up through there. The second thing I do now is I'm going to count off the slope, right? So negative 1/2 is the slope. So I'm going to go down 1 point. Let me see, I'll do this in red. I'm going to go down 1 point and over 2, right? So let me put tick marks. So down 1 over 2, right? That's negative 1/2. And then I can keep going, right? I can go down 1 over 2, right? And put another point. And I could continue to do this. Down 1 over 2, put another point, right? 1, 2. Down 1 over 2, right? 1, 2. And down 1 over 2, right? 1, 2. I could keep doing it, but on paper you don't need to get that many points, right? You only need a few points. So I know that the y-intercept is at 6, right? So, and again, the book will put 0, 6. It's not correct. So the y-intercept is at 6. We didn't even need to graph that to find that, right? And that's there. And then I can look on my graph and see that this, if I count, out here in the x, I get to 12. So the x-intercept is 12. If I wanted to do that algebraically, right, to find the x-intercept, I could take the equation y equals negative 1/2 x plus 6, and find the x-intercept. That's the point where y is 0. So I could put a 0 in there for y, and I could solve, right? So I would subtract 6 from both sides and get negative 6 equals negative 1/2 x, and then divide both sides by negative 1/2 divided by negative 1/2, which is multiplied by 2, by negative 2. So I'd get 12 equals x. So the x-intercept would be 12. That's algebraically, and this, of course, on the left is graphically.